Welcome back to Tom's Gear Rods, boys and girls. Good morning. Well, actually, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got something from a viewer, and he knows who he is. He is JR at J Fixes Stuff. Brother, I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Amazon just came. Hose reel, 15 meter auto hose reel. Well, that's a lot of hose. And of course, the dog's gonna start barking as soon as I hit record. Let's open it. Open. I'm not sure what this is. Evidently, it must go with it. Well, let's check it out. Let's check this thing out. Boy, I got hit with a thorn off my rose bush this morning. I can't even hardly move my thumb now. Be gentle. Be gentle. I don't want to get into it too deep. Open. Ooh-wee. It's a sanitizer hand dispenser. Well, let's open it like this. Man alive, I'm telling you, good Lord. Oh yeah. Look at there. You mount that anywhere you want it. Oh, you can even carry it around with you. Man, look at there, boys. Ooh-wee, it says that thing is 15 meters long. Risk of injury, a hose kinking, don't let go of the hose when it's retracting. Man, look at that. Wow, man, this thing is cool. Jay, I appreciate this, brother. Hook it in. I'm gonna run another hose from that connection. I'm gonna mount this to the ceiling up here somewhere. You can't look up right now because those lights are bright. I'm gonna hook it right on that board. That way I can stand right here and just pull it down. Instead of having to mess with this crazy thing right here. Something's wrong with that hose, man. That hose must be so old it's just got a mind of its own. Tripping all over it. Heck yeah, man, I appreciate this, bro. Let's see what's in this bag right here. Make sure it's got my address on here. Look at there, pow. Some more air hose. Look at that. Heck yeah. I like that, it's a small diameter. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do another video mounting this thing. Like I said, I'm gonna mount it right to, let me turn these lights off. Good Lord, these things are bright. Woo. Yeah. I'm gonna mount it to one of them boards right there above the table. Right up in yonder. Yeah, right in there. That's all it needs is one more thing hanging from the ceiling. I think my roof's gonna collapse one of these days. If I don't quit using it to pick up tractors from that chain right there. Old habits. All right, man. Let's check this thing out real good here. Let's see. That goes down like that. Put your end on there. Put your end on there. Woo! Yeah, don't let go of that thing. All right. This is a Good Gain brand. Even got me another piece of hose to go with it. Does it say how long this is? Yeah. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Jay, I appreciate that, buddy, man. This is gonna come in really, really, really handy. Really handy. I've already tripped it. You'll see in every one of my videos, I'll be tripping over that thing and I play it off. It's like, I've always, you know, I think I'm gonna get me a retractable drop cord too. I think I'm gonna do that. Because every time I use my wet vac somewhere, dry vac, I have to get that drop cord out. So I'm gonna have one hanging from there too. I got a junction box right there. Tie into it. Yeah. I'll never have to leave the table again. Well, all right, Jay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put that to good use. Put that to some really, really good use. Y'all hang with. All right. Let's get this thing installed. All right. Let's see. I'm going to hang this right. I believe I'm going to hang it right there. Right there on that board, right between them belts. And I'm going to run a air hose down and over and down to the air compressor. I believe that'd be the best thing to do. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see, I got some of this. I got a couple of these. I went to Lowe's and got me another air hose. This air hose here will be long enough to do that. All right, let's go over here to the, I've already got the tools over there. Let's get these fittings on there. What you do when you hang this thing, you unsnap this, and so you can move this anywhere you want it. So it'll hang however much you want to hang down. You just click it back on there and it'll. Okay, this one needs to have this end. And we got this. He got me another 10-foot piece of air hose. I'm going to find a good use for that too. It's already got fittings on that. That's going to come in handy dandy. Be a good extension for that. I got a little extension on there. I could put that on that and be able to walk out there and air up some tires in a car. I got another little piece over there too. Yeah. But this is 15 meters, I think is what it said. 15 meters long. How many? Let's go over here and find out how many feet that is. Let's see, how many feet is in 15 meters? Look at the paper again. I stuck that paper in here somewhere. Well, what'd I do to paper? Somebody stole it. Anyway, I think it did say that. Let's see, 15 meters to feet. Oh, that's 50 feet. 49.2. Wow, that's more than I thought. I thought it was about 25 feet. Whoa, that's a lot of aerial hose. All right. Let's get these fittings on here. This one's going to need this one. Get your little sealing tape. We'll wrap it this way because you're going to screw that piece on that way. Don't take much. Oh man. Let's see, I believe that was a 3/4 and I believe this was 9/16. I'm right. It ain't got to be super duper tight. But I don't ever want it to leak, so I'm going to get it super duper tight. One more little time. Hiya! All right. There's that one. Let me double check and make sure I got the right connector. Well, I don't want to have to go up there and change that. Well, I won't have to change that one. I can pull it down to change it. All right. Good. That's the proper. That's proper. And that's the proper one too. Okay, good. Goody goody. Same thing with this one. Get him, doggy. Oh, by the way, this video will come out Friday. Y'all make sure you check out DLT Lawn Care LLC's channel. We're gonna do another live stream Friday night. Not sure what time. DLT Lawn Care LLC in Columbus, Ohio. All right, that's gotta be tight enough. About got the wrench wedged in there. Okay. We're gonna mount it. Let's mount it like that. With this towards the table. All right. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? I need to figure out a way to do that. It's gonna be hard to do. Being on top of the ladder trying to hold that and get screws in it. It's gonna be at a funny angle too. Let me crawl up there with some of this baling wire. I'm just gonna wire it up there so I don't have to hold it. I don't have to hang on to it. I probably won't be able to. Some of that baling wire I like to pick up at the hardware store. All right. All right. Let's see, we'll set the camera right here. And hope I don't end up on America's Funniest Home Videos. I had to turn them real bright lights off, man. You can't bear to look up when you're in here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I said I wanted to put it right here. So, let's see. Oh boy, you can feel the heat up on top of this roof. Get him, doggy. I hate like this. Ooh, boy, it's warm up here. Okay. Let's see. Let me move this ladder a little bit. Let me get up under this thing. I don't want to take a chance on having this thing hit me in the head. Move the ladder back just a little bit. Move that belt right there too. It keeps hitting me in the head. Ooh. Another hook to put that on. Oh, I don't have another hook. Okay. I'll try to get a screw in that thing. I should have moved them tractors out of the way. All right. It even come with some screws. These are some good lag screws here. It comes with those things in case you want to put it in a hollow wall, like a block wall. Okay. I'm trying to get one screw right in the middle of it. Don't walk under it. Get him, Dougie. See if I can do this without causing a catastrophe. Nope. Ow. Ooh, let's see. I'm about to go in there and put my sweatband on this hot up here. Okay, we're secure. Whew. Got one good screw in it. Can't find the hole. Move the ladder a little bit. Want to make sure I get that brake on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she ain't going nowhere. Good. That is good. I think I'm going to try to put one more in it. Right about in the middle. Oh yeah, you got to hang an engine from that thing. Ooh. Now I see why I've retired from the school system a couple years ago. Man, I got so tired of climbing ladders. Whew. Scuttling across rooftops. Okay, now I'm gonna run that one down through there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. I'm going to secure that other red hose. Some of these brackets, some self-drilling screws. Yeah, we'll get a few of these. Little pipe hangers. Secure that. Where do I do my drill? Whew. Got me tuckered. Tuckered already. let's see, we'll look here. All right. There's a hose up and over the board. That'll give us a little more protection too. If something falls, you can hang from the hose. Ooh. Oh, I just dropped the screw. I gotta find it. That's a sharp one too. All right. All right, got one clamp on it. Anybody need a racing exhaust for a Volkswagen Beetle? That thing's been hanging there for about 25 years, maybe longer. Let's see, let's get this little craftsman out of the way. Yeah. All right, slide this snappy out of the way. Okay, we gotta come right through here with it. That way, we're gonna follow that orange hose. That's why I got yellow, because I got all different color hoses now. Blue goes to the blower on the workbench. This one goes by the front door to blow out air filters. And this one goes to the table. And the yellow one will go here, and the yellow one will be for the overhead. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and get this other hose opened, because it's got to come down about 5 feet, go that way about 6 feet. That's what, 10, that's a good 10, 12, then about another 5 feet. Okay. So I got 25 feet. 25 feet. Well, they make sure this thing don't come unraveled, do they? I got all these ties here, and all this plastic here. All right. Boy, now they got these all wrapped up. Uh-oh, we got a broken one. See who gets that joke. I'm not taking my razor blade to this. Not on an air hose. One nail cut it. Yeah, those feel nice and tight. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna thread this hose down through there. Let's see, let me set the camera right here. All right. I can't forget, I still got a handful of screws on top of that paint tray right there. Let me stretch this hose out. Of course, I got it tangled. They call this air hose here some kind of hybrid air hose. Hybrid. I don't know what's hybrid about it. All right. All right, let's hook it up. I'm gonna put another clamp right there. Try to secure it there. Trying to put the camera where you don't have to stare at the back of my bald head. Okay, I'll grab another. I think I got one on top up there. Oh, there's one. That was my elbow. Well, I meant to go over that board with it. So now I gotta pull the whole thing in here. Okay. Okay. Whew. All that stuff. Okay. Hopefully we can go down through there. I think I'm gonna wrap it inside and out of that other one there. I don't have to use any more new hangers. Let's see, I'm gonna go over that and under that and around. Let me grab my other ladder, and theirs is too tall. All right. So we'll go above that winch, behind that orange hose. Yeah, this ladder right here is a lot more stable. So we'll go over that, behind that, around that, under that. Ow. Right. We'll have some excess. Just is okay. I'll let just the access curl up behind the air compressor in the floor. Ooh. Okay. All right. And I'll just kind of weave it a couple of times inside that orange hose and down this wall right here. Polyhybrid air hose. Polyhybrid. Lightweight, resist twisting, flexible, hybrid. Everything's hybrid these days. Even my darn air hose is hybrid. Let's see if we can do this without breaking any of these bulbs hanging down. Let's see, I gotta go over that way. I just know I should knock this clock off the wall. Don't get against that bulb, it can be hot. All right, moving right along. Let's see. Now we'll go just kind of twist around it. Let's see, let's see if we come out that way and go back over that way. Put a couple of zip ties on there too. That's what we can do. Get a few of these zipper ties. I forgot where the camera was. There it is. Ooh, boy, I need to do some dusting in here this winter. Do some dusting. Right. Ooh, this is too much like work, but it's fun. All right, now we can come down this side here. Let me zipper tie it over here. All right. really am starting to sweat. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Another zip tie. I'm gonna put one right in there. Get the ladder back. Ooh. Couple more zipper ties. I love these zip ties. All right. One more down here. All right. Wrong tip. Or am I just not strong enough to push that in there? Well, I don't think I got the wrong fitting. Have mercy. Let's see. Whew. Tired. Quarter-inch PT, same as the other ones. Why is not wanting to go in there? Yeah. There it goes. Whew. About let it whoop me, didn't I? Okay, we are pressurized. We are pressurized. I don't hear no hissing. Except for my ears ringing. All right, now let's set this where we want it. All right. You know, that's pretty good right there. I just reach up and grab it like that. I'm gonna have to pull it out because let it get itself wrapped up in there like it's supposed to be. There it goes. Just kind of, ooh, I don't know what that was. That way you can wrap the stuff up like it's supposed to. All right, retract for me. Ooh, I'm sweating. Well, I tell you, that thing, there's a lot of hose on that thing. Look at that, halfway to the mailbox. Now we gotta figure out why it won't retract. There's our button we gotta push to get this thing to, or I may have pulled it out too far. Oh, I see it just come off the little pulley there. I gotta get it back on. I pulled it too hard. Insert joke here. Whew, let me hit pause real quick. I may have to take it off the thing laid on the table. I think I pulled it too hard and a little belt come off of it. Little belt. You can see that little white thing at the end of it right there. There's a cog belt. Let me hit pause. Let me get my fingers in there and put that belt back on. Hang with. Well, Jay, I certainly appreciate the gesture, brother. This thing will not retract. Something's wrong with the spring system in here. Contact me. I'd like to see you get your money back. But man, you have motivated me and inspired me to do a little updating around here. So I went to Lowe's and got one. Boy, look how dusty that box is. I got one from Lowe's. I think this one was $119. Yep, we're gonna hang this one in the same place. And just like I said, got me a retractable drop cord too. Yeah, we're gonna hang that right close to it, up yonder somewhere. All right. Yeah, contact me, Jay. You can put a Gmail behind my channel name. I'd like to see you get a refund. I got this too. Well, they got a big old clearance bin over there. I got me a 15mm socket, 1/2-inch drive for 99 cents. And it's Craftsman. Lifetime warranty. Yay. All right, man, let's get this thing unboxed. And let's get this one hung in its place. All right. Yeah, I went on Amazon and found it, and I'll tell you, there was nothing but lines and lines and lines of 1-star reviews on that one, so. All right. Let's see what we got here. We'll use this one. Now, if not, I can still use all that air hose off of it. All right. Those are good lag screws. All right. This thing's heavy. Yeah, pure metal. All right. Set that aside. Let's see. Yeah, I can hang it like that. What you say, not to hang it overhead. If reel does not retract, turn the handle, turn by hand, 1.5 rotations forward until you hear 1 or 2 clicks. Click. All right. This screws in right there. Yep, you just screw it in right there. Then we'll put the coupler ends on this. If I get that off. All right. Screw right in. Let's grab a wrench. And we'll put the end back on it too. We need the male end on one side, and this will just screw right in that. We don't have to use another female coupler. Female coupler. Let's see, we need a 9/16, and we need let's see, 5/8, 3/4, 5/8. Oh, let's see. All right, I'm gonna get these ends on here. We're gonna climb up there. I may have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull some more slack. After I get it hung, we'll see how much more I need to pull it that way. Because remember, we had a bunch of slack behind the air compressor, and that hose isn't as long as the other one. This other supply hose is a lot longer. Oh yeah, way longer. Okay, let me hit pause, get these ends on there, get this thing, we'll get it mounted to the ceiling, and then we'll hang our retractable drop cord. Hang with. All right, just got done watching Irvin Lawn Service. Latest video for today. All right, I got the, you know, I guess I did hit that bulb and blow that middle bulb right there yesterday because it didn't work. I guess I hit it with the air hose. Oh well. All right, I got this hose fitting on there. What we're gonna have to do, this thing is heavy. Hell, I'm gonna take this plate off, mount this plate. You have to do that anyway because you can't get to it hardly. So let's pull this plate off here. Then we'll pick up this air hose reel and get a bolt in it. Did I get the right size wrench? Huh. What size is that? What size is that? That's gonna be a 13 millimeter. It's either a 13 or a 9/16. It's not a 13, I guess it's a 9/16. Fits awful loose. What is that? What size is that? Is it a 14? I just have all my tools end up over there on the table trying to figure out what size the head of that bolt is. Okay, I guess it's a 14. It's still kind of loose. Look how loose that 14 is. Then a 13 won't even go on it. The 9/16 is too loose. I don't know. You tell me. These bolts are actually a little too short to activate that nylock insert. Might put a little bit longer bolts in it. I might. And then I might not. All right. Well, look at there, they're threaded in there. I didn't have to hold that bolt head anyway. Okay. That'll work, that'll work. All right, let's crawl up here and mount this thing. Yeah, that way I don't have to fight to get the bolt through there. Mount these three. All right. All right. Good place to set the camera. Get this plate mounted up here just like that. Oh, let's see, we'll use that bolt hole we got started yesterday. All right, that'll work. Yep. Ooh, I think that's a piece of treated lumber. Is reason it's so tough. Oh, let me swap batteries. I figured that might happen. Get a new battery. Ooh. Let's see, we'll get this one. One more lag bolt in it. Looks like we're about to split this piece of wood up here because it's a dry, but I believe it'll be all right. Yeah. If it'll hold me, it'll hold that hose rail. I hope it holds me. Okay. There comes the fun part. Here. Here comes the fun part. Let's set the hardware on top of the ladder. You know, I ought to pull all this hose out of here and make it a little bit lighter. Here, I can do it. I'm tough. Okay. Ooh-wee. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get a piece of wire again. Let me hit pause because I'm gonna do this a little safer. I'm taking this down with me because I don't want this thing to fall, especially on my head. Whew. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Get a piece of rope. Yeah. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna figure out a good way to do this because I don't want to take any chances of dropping that or falling off the ladder. I will. All right, I got that thing mounted in the vise over there. I'm gonna pull all the hose out of it and see if that makes it any lighter. Yeah, this one works good. I just got to make sure I don't get up there and try to mount this thing and that sucker wants to spring back and suck all that hose back up there on it. That would not be fun. Make sure I get plenty of slack. Let's see how much lighter it is. If it's any at all. Yeah, it's a pretty good bit lighter. It is. I'm still gonna put it's still got pretty good weight to it. It's still a good 12, 15 pounds. Whew. Let's see. All right, let me hit pause. I'm gonna come up with a way to put a good piece of rope or something around it once I get up there and kind of hold it. I gotta remember, I'm in my 50s now, man. I've had so many joint surgeries. I gotta be careful. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Y'all hang with, I can. All right, we'll see if this works. I got a good piece of that nylon rope I used to use with the boat. And we'll tie it off somewhere. All right. Bring it over here and tie it off to the vise. Ooh, easy. Gotta be safe about it. Tie that off real good to the vise. Now we don't have to worry about holding it. We just have to worry about staying out from under it. Hopefully it ought to work. Try to hurry. I don't know if that rope is rotten. All right. All I gotta do is get one nut on it. Much better. Much, much better. I think what I'm going to do, in case anything happens, I want to put a piece of chain or something around it as an extra safety, because I don't want this thing falling on somebody, especially me. I'll be thinking about this thing all the time, especially pulling on it like you do. Oh, look out, belt. Why do I say them old belts? I don't know. I gotta get this knot out of it. Whew. All right. Okay. Now I gotta get that. No, I got it over here. Okay, now. I'm definitely going to do something here. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. But I'm going to put a piece of chain or a piece of rope or something as a safety. Oh, I don't have the end on it yet. Okay. Well, that's that. Hey, I could adjust this down a little bit. I didn't see that. Yeah. Let me get the camera. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Get close up. I mean, it'll be fine to use it like that. What I want to do, loosen these two, and this will pivot down some more. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that too. Okay. See, I want to get something extra on here, and I'm going to do that somehow or another. I may take and screw a piece of chain to this, go under, and then screw a piece of chain the other end of the chain to that rafter. I'll come up with something. Okay. All right, let's pull this air hose out and let it retract. That's the way I got the go-kart mounted up there. I got more straps and chains and stuff holding on to it. You wouldn't believe. Well, let me pull this out. Yeah, see, I don't have the end on here yet. That's why I just blew around like that. I'm going to set it to where it's the perfect distance from the top. Let's go over and grab this fitting. All right, I'm going to get this on there, and I'm going to come up with a way to make it more secure, and I'm going to adjust that down. Y'all hang with. All right, there she is all installed. I got the end on the hose, plugged in, pressurized. I got the whole thing adjusted down. I got to come up with a way to make safety for it. I may move it somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with it right there hanging over my head. But anyway, let's take a look at this thing. I want to mount this somewhere kind of in this vicinity. Let's take a look at this. Okay, cool, okay. Well, some cheap looking screws. So this will mount here. Okay, that's pretty cool. We'll get that mounted somewhere. I'd like to mount it. Might be right there behind that wheel of that go-kart. I think that's where we're going to put it. How long is this leader? It's not very long. It's about maybe 2 foot. Let's see, I got these two really, really bright lights there plugged into the end of that cord over there. Huh. Let me come up with something with that. Y'all hang loose. Well, all right, boys and girls. Got it hung right there. That's gonna be nice. Just reach right here. Grab and go. Perfect. All right, a little motivation and inspiration from the viewers. Yay! And don't forget tonight, today is Friday the 7th. Don't forget tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on DLT Lawn Care LLC channel. We're going to do a live stream. We're going to get stupid. Blow off a little steam. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom W video. Take your vegetables and eat your vitamins. Call somebody. Tell him you love him. Call somebody you ain't talked to in a long time. Unless you owe him money. That's probably why you ain't talked to him in a long time. Hope to see y'all tonight in the live stream, and y'all be good, boys and girls. Love y'all. And Jay, I certainly do appreciate the gesture. All right. Man, I love y'all to death. We'll catch y'all on the next one.